Yo, what's going on everyone? Welcome back. My name is Will and this is the Winning YouTube channel. Gotta hit you with the quick sales pitch like always. If you get to the end of this video and you enjoyed it, you like this type of content, modifications, cars, trucks, all that fun stuff, think about hitting that subscribe button down below. Totally free, just sends you a quick little notification whenever I'm posting some content out there. But if you don't want to subscribe, likes always really appreciated as well. So obviously by the title of this video, you already know we're back working on my 2025 Ford Ranger Raptor. And what we're going to be installing today is something that I install on all of my builds, especially the forced induction ones, and that is an oil catch can. So you might be wondering, what's an oil catch can and why do I need one? So I'm going to give you a very elementary level explanation of it. So your engine has something that's called the PCV, positive crankcase ventilation. And what that does is that it ventilates unwanted combustion gases known as blow-by from the crankcase. So the PCV system is typically routed from the crankcase back into the intake system, so the intake system can kind of burn off any of those unwanted vapors. So after it leaves the PCV, goes from PCV crankcase back into the intake system, typically with like a little tube, it settles and it turns back into oil. So the oil then is basically being just accumulated inside of like your intake system. So it could be in the intake tube, it could be in your intake manifold, it could be in the manifold runners, it can gunk up your throttle body, and that's no bueno. So the oil catch can or oil separator, whatever you want to call it, interchangeable, it acts as a middleman basically between the PCV and the intake system. You install the oil separator in the middle of it, and any of the blow-by that is vented from the PCV then goes into the oil catch can, and then from there it filters in there. There's typically like a mesh kind of baffle system in there. Then after that vapor, builds up in there, it turns into the oil form, it collects inside of the can, then it just vents back through into the intake system. So it's not like you're closing off the loop between the PCV and the intake system. You obviously want air running through there. You're just installing kind of a catch can in the middle there to just collect the vapors. And especially with forced induction vehicles, which is why I always run one of these on mine, you're increasing that crankcase pressure in there by ramming more air through there. So obviously you're going to be collecting more blow-by. There's going to be an excess volume in that crankcase. So that's why I personally always like to run an oil catch can. And the homies over at J&L OSC were gracious enough to once again hook us up with their oil separator system. I ran this exact same setup on my Ram TRX, my Bronco Wildtrak. I still have it installed on my 2024 Whipple supercharged Mustang, and obviously they're my go-to guys, so I am 100% going to be running it on my Ranger Raptor now. So let's go ahead, check out everything that comes inside the box. So you got QR codes with instructions there, little pamphlet, nice marketing right there, just kind of briefly shows everything right there. Protect your investment, I love that. You also get nice little stickers there, so you can basically write the mileage of when it was last serviced to keep you reminded of when you should be doing this. My rule of thumb is I always like to do it every oil change, but that's totally up to your discretion right there. So then inside here, we have the mount with the hardware, and then obviously right here, this is the oil separator, oil catch can system. And what I love about J&L is that all of this is like OEM quality. Like all of these here, the connectors are like OEM, really simple, push connectors right there. So all of these lines, super heavy duty. And then the actual can itself, this is a 3-ounce can. It's all billet aluminum, really high quality. Then it's all nice and coated, so it looks really nice. And they also have a expansion tank as well. So if you wanted to go from a 3-ounce to a 6-ounce, you can do that as well. And just so you can see there's no BS, I still have the very same oil catch can right here on my 800 wheel horsepower S650 Mustang. I've had that on now for well over a year, and as you can see, still holding up great. So let's go ahead and get this install started. It should really only take a few minutes. So let me go ahead and show you where the PCV is. Right here, see this little guy? And then you can kind of see it kind of like U shapes, like a horseshoe, into right here as well. And you see how it has like these little blue clips on it right there. You more or less just grab onto that clip and push it towards the firewall and it will lift. So let me go ahead, I can show you one of these just real quick. You can hear it, me clicking on it. Yep, there you go. As you can see, there's one, and then you just gotta get this one right here. If you got bigger hands, it is a little bit of a tight fit. And there is the second one. Let me go ahead and pull this out real quick. So there you have it right there. There's the stock line, and as you can see, these little connectors right here, you see how it has like that little pin right there. Just push on that and then it frees it up and you can just pull it out. Pretty simple to do. So there it is inside, all nice billet can. Then on the underside here, you can see you got one inlet here, the other outlet over here, and then you got like the nice steel kind of wool mesh kind of filter element right there. So as the oil vapors are coming in through here, collects in here, turns back into like a liquid state, falls, collects into the can, then the air recirculates back in through here into the intake side. So yeah, thought I would go ahead and show you guys that real quick. And then as you can see, pretty heavy duty O-ring on there as well, because you don't really want any sort of air leaks or anything like that. You want this nice and tightly secured so you don't throw any engine lights. So all right, I'm gonna go ahead now and secure this bracket. So let's go ahead and attach the bracket to the oil catch can. J&L makes it super simple. You just want to match the logos up. So you just, if you were to overlay it like that, then you know that's how it's supposed to be installed. And then with the supplied Phillips head screws, you just screw in the bracket into the actual oil catch can lid itself. Now with that all assembled, let's go over here and get it into the engine bay. So we go over to the where the battery side is over here. You do have a little nut that goes right on here onto like the actual battery tray. It's a 13 mil. I've already pre-removed it, so right there. And then this mounts right on there. Really simple, really secure. I'm just going to put this on there just a little loosely just to kind of hold it into position for right now. And then we will tighten it down later. So that's on there loosely. Now we can take this first hose. Very simple. This one just kind of runs over the top of everything here. And on this side over here, these are movable, so you can move them into the correct annotation you want. And like the stock connectors, these are really nice. See how it says like push on there? So all you do is push on the top of it and you can see that's how it will release off of the actual connector point. So we'll move this into position, go right down here to the PCV, and as soon as you hear that click, that's when you know it's correctly seated. And there you go, really simple. And now for the intake side, we take this line and we run it underneath that AC line right there, and then we pull it tight. And then this one will next feed underneath the intake tube, and again it has the adjustable connectors on there so you can move it however you need to, and then push it until you hear that click, and there you go, nice and seated. And then that's how it looks right there. And we go back over to the bracket, tighten it down nice and tight, and there you have it. Your oil separator system, oil catch can is installed on your Ranger Raptor. Took all of about 5 minutes. Look at all of it one more time. J&L Oil Separator system installed on the 3.0 EcoBoost. Nice. So yeah, really simple to install. My recommendation is drive for like 1,000 miles, check your oil catch can, see how much oil is collected inside of the container. Like I said before, this is the 3-ounce container, so just to see how much over 1,000 miles is collected, and then you can kind of, you know, guesstimate from there how often you think you should be, you know, changing this out. In colder climates, you will get more of a collection inside there opposed to warmer climates. But I always like to, just by rule of thumb, service my oil catch can every oil change. Typically change my oil every 3,500 to 5,000 miles. So in Florida, where it's nice and hot, that's typically around the time that you should be changing this out anyway. But again, at first, drive 1,000 miles, see how much oil is collected, assess, and go from there. And just like that, guys, your install is all completed. It should take no longer than 10-15 minutes. It's very, very simple to do. And I'm gonna have a link down in the description below to this product, as well as to J&L's entire store. So they make a wide array of products for all different types of brands. So yeah, go ahead, check them out, hit the link, hit them up on socials, let them know that you saw their product here on the Wimmy YouTube channel, and yeah, go get yourself an oil catch can. But as always, guys, really appreciate you chilling with me today. Think about hitting that subscribe button if you like this type of content. If not, likes always really appreciated. Jump down in the comment section below, let me know what you guys would like to see next. My name's Will, this is the Wimmy YouTube channel, and I'll see you all in the next one. Later, everybody.